everybody. Excuse my dirty old cap, my shriveled little eyes from reading too much, but I've just been kind of running around, finished work. I quickly washed my car. I was hanging out with the homeless cat outside for a bit. Came inside and I was just reading a little more and then drifting around, and I thought, let me come and talk about something that I feel really happy about at the moment. And I know a lot of people will judge me for this and say you're very selfish and what is wrong with you? But I really enjoy being alone. I really enjoy being single and living alone, having the place to myself to do what I want, when I want, how I want. When the weekend comes around, I remember there were times in the past when the weekend would come around and I would think, oh my goodness, what are we going to do? Saturday morning we have to do this, Saturday lunchtime we have to do this, Saturday afternoon we have to do this, Saturday night we've got to go meet up with this group and that group and these people and this, and then Sunday we've got to do, and then we're going to be doing housework, and then we're going to be in the garden, and we're going to be... Now I just wake up and I open the map and I look, where should I go today? Where should I go and have a beer? Or should I just stay home? Should I just sit out on the balcony and read books? Should I write? Should I watch the English soccer? Should I watch basketball? Whatever I want to do. And I book trips, and I love taking trips alone. I love just going to the airport whenever I'm ready and whenever I want to, and getting to the airport, and I can either go to the gate and just sit there and read a book, or I can go to the bar and have a beer. I can arrive at my destination and I can take a cheap bus or a train. I don't have to get an Uber, or I don't have to rent a car. And when I get to my hotel, I can lie on my bed and read a book, or I can walk down to the beach and I can decide, okay, later on I'm going to go have dinner across the street, or I'm going to go to a fancy restaurant, and tomorrow I'm going to go to the botanical gardens and the museum. And there's no one saying to me, no, I don't want to do... No, let's get a car and drive and go into the city and go away from the beach. I remember I had this really interesting trip where I went to North Carolina with a girlfriend of mine at the time. And I'd actually booked the trip before we got together. So I was going as a single guy, and I'd booked a ocean facing hotel room with a balcony on a boardwalk, and my plan was to spend 4 days going to different bars and restaurants on the boardwalk, walking along the beach, sitting on the beach, reading books, sleeping, napping, whatever I wanted to do. And I then got this girlfriend and I invited her to join me, so I booked a flight for her as well, and she joined me. And from the minute that we left to go to the airport, we were late and it was a problem and it was very expensive. We went in an Uber and we were in Boston. We arrived in North Carolina and we were forced to get a car, to rent a car. We drove through, parked at the hotel, and then every day, instead of just going to the beach or walking around and exploring, we were getting into the car and we were just driving into the city. So life was no different on this long weekend to what it ordinarily is every weekend. Anyway, forgive me for that little story. I just wanted to tell you that I'm super happy to be alone and to be able to do the things that I truly love to do in life. And that often involves interacting with people, but to a limited degree. Thank you for listening to my endless story.